What's up out there to all of my fellow gold diggers? I hope y'all are doing well tonight. This is your girl Rita, also known as the self proclaimed gold digger. Welcome to my channel. Y'all know I talk about my life as a wife, a mom, an entrepreneur, and a business owner. But tonight we will be discussing mystery shopping and I will be answering your mystery shopping questions. So if you do have any mystery shopping questions, please feel free to put them in the chat. Real quick, I'm going to give a disclaimer too. If you do have any questions about mystery shopping, just remember, do not mention the actual client who you are working for. Like you can say the mystery shopping company, but don't say like the actual store that you went into or anything like that, because that is a violation of your mystery shopping agreement. So just remember to keep that in mind when you are asking your mystery shopping questions. Before I get into the questions, I do have a couple of things I do want to talk about too with y'all. I do want to give a shout out to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I know I have shared before that we have hit 600 subscribers, and I have also thanked y'all, and I cannot thank y'all enough for helping me to reach 600 subscribers. But I do want to give a shout out to all the new subscribers, even from last week. So let me see, let me find where my thing is. So shout out to Talk Tenacious, Winston Mandango, Michelle H, Conchetta, Sharice, Michael Wright, Pretty on the Inside, Renee Cara 16, M Danico, Brittany Slack, and to Tamara Witherspoon. So shout out to all of y'all new gold diggers and gold getters. I am so glad to have you on the channel. Okay. All right. So we'll get started with the mystery shopping. All right. So I recently did a video regarding mystery shopping, since I know a lot of people are new to it and just getting started. If you have not checked out that particular video, please be sure to check it out. I know it can be overwhelming, just with all the different companies and stuff like that. And part of it, you like, even though you might follow me or you see the way that I'm doing it, the way I'm doing it may not be the best for you, depending on what your actual goals are or what you're actually trying to achieve. Y'all know I'm doing this like sometimes, and I know everybody doesn't have the schedule that I have or can work it in like I do or whatever. And I also realized too that some of the jobs that I turned down or that I don't even bother to look at, some of those might be money makers for y'all. So I don't ever want the way I do it to dissuade you from how you should do it. Okay. So just use mine as a template. Just because I do it this way, it does not mean that the way I do it is the only way that it can be done. There's so many different ways you can do this whole mystery shopping thing. And you just have to kind of find what works for you, and also figuring out the goals and stuff that you need to meet in order to make it work for you. Okay. So don't get discouraged if you're just starting. You're like, I don't even know where I'm supposed to begin, or I see these jobs and I don't know how she's getting these high dollar jobs or whatever. And I won't even say the ones I do are high dollar. I guess I'm a little bougie when it comes to the mystery shopping. Like, I'm not really doing anything for under, I prefer if it's $25. Unless it's something super duper easy, that's the only reason I'm doing it for under $25. And by my definition of easy, is it takes less than 10 minutes for me to do. It takes about 10, no more than 15 minutes for me to do the report. And it has to be straightforward like that for me to take it. And I realize that is not everybody's criteria. Other people will have different criteria to meet or whatever. So there are a lot of jobs that I pass over that might be lucrative jobs for you. And there are a lot of companies that I don't work with because, y'all, I don't like reading a whole bunch of instructions. I mean, I'll read them, but if I'm not getting paid, compensated a good amount of money, I'm like, I'm not doing it. So, but I understand everybody cannot be like me. Okay. Now, also too, But be sure to check out that video. I do give you a few tips and stuff like that. Also, I shared with y'all too, it's the first of the month, or it's about to be the first of the month. So a lot of new jobs are coming out. I have been a little bit slack. There have been some new hotel shops, and I was supposed to sign up for some of them this weekend so I could tell you about it. I was supposed to look into them and see like what the criteria was so I could share it with you. And guess what? Your girl was slack. I haven't even signed up for them. I don't even know if they are still available. I'm going to try to pull it up on my I'm gonna see if I can pull it up on my phone, the mystery shopping companies, to see if they're even still available, so you can kind of get an idea of if you want to get into the hotel mystery shopping at all. Now, if you're a beginner, if you're new, I've said it before, the hotel mystery shopping is definitely not where you want to start. I also wouldn't recommend video shopping, even though I have never done any video mystery shopping. If you're new, I definitely wouldn't recommend for you to start there, just because with the video, everything is recorded. So if you're messing up or you're new to it or whatever, they're going to see everything, and you want to make sure that you're starting off on the good on the good foot or whatever. But I do recommend the high dollar shops that I do, because they are easy and they pay good money. So I'm like, if it's simple, easy, sign me up. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to sign into my account and I keep forgetting my password. Probably because I'm talking. Hold on. And I'll see if these shops are still available or not, as well as share with you the company that the shops are with. Does anybody have any questions? And y'all say hi in the chat. Let me go ahead. Let me put in. So if y'all have any questions, just put them in the chat. And let's see if any of these, let me see if any of these shops are available, because like I said, I was supposed to sign up with them, but I did not. All right. And hey, Yvette Girl Friday, hello. Oh, yes, I love the banking shops. You and me both, girl. Those are the ones where I can make my easy money. And on that video I was telling you about too, that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm doing just banking shops. Who do you do your banking shops with, Yvette or Yvette? All right, let me see. Oh, y'all, they still got they got some phone shops available. I'm probably not gonna do them. They're only paying $8. But like I said, y'all please don't let me discourage you from doing something just because I'm not doing it. I'm gonna change it up, because this is, I'm gonna put in where I saw it and see if they are still available. But yes. But yeah, Yvette, let me know who the company is that you're doing the shops with, and I'll see if these hotel shops are still available. And if so, I might get on some tonight. Let's see. But I keep saying that, but y'all know I have been a little bit slack when it comes to actually doing the shop. See, y'all, they are gone. They are gone. It was a bunch of them too. But this was like over trying to make sure I didn't miss any. This was probably at the beginning of the week. At the beginning of the week, I saw these and I did not jump on them at all. Let me see if they have any more. Let's see. And Danielle, she says, I just signed up to do banking shots. You bet DSG Associates. I'm gonna have to write that down. I don't know if I'm signed up with them. Let me put this on the screen so y'all can see as well. But Yvette is saying that DSG has banking shops. Yvette, is it if you don't mind sharing? not the company or anything like that, because I don't know if y'all saw the disclaimer. Don't ever share the actual bank that you're going into. Um, but if you don't mind sharing, if it's what they're paying and what you have to do, is it like an account inquiry, an account opening, or what when it comes to the banking shop, so we can, because well, I'm asking for me. I need to. I want to see if it's gonna be worth my while to do them or not, and I'm gonna see if I can find any other Man, I hate that I missed those hotel shops. I was really, if I really wanted them, I would have signed up for them. But yeah, I didn't do it. I'm trying to see if they might have them in another state. But it was a when I say it was a lot of them, y'all, it was about 5 or 6 of them, and I was so surprised because they were just sitting there, but they were also under a description that I hadn't seen before. So I think people were overlooking them, or might have been overlooking them, because I know I probably would have overlooked them as well. Because when I was first looking, I actually didn't even notice them until later. Ooh. No, y'all, I don't see them, but hold on, let me make sure I actually. You know what? It might still be there, because you know what? Your girl was searching all wrong. Let me do this and see what comes up. Update that. Hey, April. Thank you so much for joining, and Danny K. Good to see y'all. Thank you for sending some good vibes. Yeah, they might still be there. Let's hope. I'm gonna hope that they are still there, so I can sign up with them, or y'all can sign up with them if that's what y'all want to do. Like I said, you might overlook them. But y'all, they have, even from, like I said, I looked on, it was definitely earlier in the week, maybe Monday or Tuesday. Since then, they've added some new shops that I have not seen before. So I'll have to see what is even available in my area. But I don't see the hotel ones. And I'm trying to see if I could be a backup shopper for them as well, so we can kind of see what that is all about. I still haven't heard back from whether or not my application was approved for the other ones. And that's also what I'm looking for too, because that was why I signed in. I was trying to sign in earlier this week. I was trying to sign in to see if I had gotten a notification at all. Hey, Killer Khan, about whether or not my application was accepted. Y'all, they still got a bunch of shops though. Let me see. It is a lot. Anybody, and where I'm looking, I'm gonna tell y'all the state I'm looking at. It's in Florida, because I told y'all might have to expand your reach for hotel stuff. If you are in the Florida area, there are a lot. Yeah, you know what? It looks like they're gone. They are gone, because now all I see is the backup shopper. So I'm gonna pull it up just to give y'all an idea though of what is, God, y'all, of what is expected. So this one is a 2-night stay for 2 guests. Says it's a full hotel evaluation that you have to look at: the health and safety, reservations, check-in, valet, room amenities, housekeeping, and a spa evaluation. I love seeing a spa evaluation. Food and beverage outlets. And it's a 2-night stay. So that is pretty much what is involved. It does say the other, now what I did notice with these, and I'm looking, it does say please indicate in your application notes a reasonable travel expense. And then the spa treatment, they say, is just dependent on if the client wants you to have it or not. And you actually bid on these. But let me see what the winning bid was, because y'all, this thing is so tiny on my phone. Because you can see with the backup shopper what they bid. Hold up, y'all. Y'all, there's still one available. This isn't a backup shopper. Anybody near Miami? They want it done. Sorry, y'all, I'm all up in the camera, but I'm trying to it's in March. It's still one available. And it does have the spa. As long as you do it between March 2nd to March 20th. Yeah, that was the one I was on. Okay, it's still available if anybody wants to fly out to Miami. And that is what is available. But yes, so there were a lot. If it's still there, if y'all don't sign up for one, I might see it, because see if I may, dang it, I may do it. I accidentally logged myself out. And that is the mystery shopping company for that is Cole, Coyle. I'll put it in the chat. I think it's Cole Hospitality Group. Hold on. Why is that my chat? Come on, Cole. But yes, that is what they have available for the shops. And there might be some other ones. That one's still up there. So y'all just have to get on it. And then also too, if you are in that area, you can always apply as a backup shopper to some of the ones too, and that'll help. What you also want to do is, even if you know you're not going to do it, or you can apply for the backup shopper, just so that the scheduler can kind of get familiar with your name. I don't know how much it helps, but I want them to see my name, see my email, all that kind of stuff, and know that I have some persistence for doing some of the stuff or whatever. Let's see. All right. Hey, Crystal. How did I miss seeing you sneak up in here? April says, I love the spa. I get it. All right. So, Crystal, I do mystery shopping for a lot of different companies. Let me put your question on the screen. Let me make sure I didn't miss any other questions. No. I do it for a lot of different companies. I do have a list, not in this particular video, but if you click on any of my other mystery shopping videos, there's a list that you can download, and that will give you a list of over 20 mystery shopping companies. My favorite one to do my mystery shops with, when it comes to regular mystery shops, is Ipsos. That's IPSOS. Like the hotel mystery shops, Cole is one that I like to do as well. So yeah. And hey, Catherine. And did we ever hear back? Let me scroll back up. Yvette, if you're still on, you said DSG and Associates, but we got to look into that, because Yvette is saying that that's where she gets her banking shops from. But also, Yvette, if you don't mind sharing how much they pay, and also what is involved. Most of the banking shops I do, I'm getting at least $30. The only time I'll do one for less than $30 that I absolutely love doing is the ones where I actually have to go into the bank and make a cash deposit. And if you've ever made a deposit in the bank before, you know it should take, if they don't have a long line or whatever, that should take like 5 minutes. And literally the report, I usually just do the report in my car, because it usually takes like 3 to 5 minutes. It's really quick. It's really, really quick. What takes the longest is making sure you put the right time in, because you got to select the time from the drop down menu. That's probably what takes me the longest. It's pretty much yes and no questions. It's really, 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 really straightforward. So I like those. I like those kinds of shops. But yeah, Crystal, just make sure you get the list, and you know how to reach out to me too if you don't see it on the if you don't see it on one of my other videos. And then let's see, Catherine was at, what was the other one that you just said? Ipsos. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Ipsos. And that one's also on my list as well. That's the one that I love to do the banking shops with. I'm looking, y'all, because like I said, this is still hotel. I gotta clear up my old information. Um, but they still had like another page of shops, but it might have just been backup shops or whatever too. That's what I'm trying to see if if y'all are interested in doing that. I'll also, what I'll do, I'm not going to share my screen or anything like that. That's why I'm pulling it up on the phone, just because it's kind of like a violation of your independent contractor agreement to disclose like some of the clients and stuff who the companies work with, and then also the specifics of the shop or whatever. So that's the only reason. But I'll see what Ipsos has available in my area. Are all of y'all signed up for mystery shopping? Catherine, are you signed up? I know Crystal, you are just getting into it. April, April, I think you told me before that you were signed up. Killer Khan. Um, oh, I'm sorry, Killer Khan. I'm just now seeing your question. You were asking, do I have any websites to find focus groups? No, pretty much what I did is I just Googled them. And I'll actually, there's one that keeps sending me text messages. So I'll put it in the chat. This is one they've been sending me, and I haven't even taken time out to do a survey with them, but they've been sending me like a text message every day. Like, can you do this? Can you do that? It's called Precision Research. Is one for the focus groups. So let me put this in the chat. Precision Research. And that is a focus group company. I told y'all I've been kind of slack, or I just been a little bit busy. It's the first of the year, so even with my regular business, I'm trying to do some goal setting and getting some stuff in place there. So I haven't had as much time to focus on some of my other stuff. Yay, Catherine! Catherine said she just started. She had one on Friday. And Crystal says she is just starting out. Catherine, what did you have to do on Friday for the mystery shop? And did you like it? Y'all, and don't feel bad if you don't like it. I've done shops where I don't like it. Like, it's okay. It's consider it a job. Like, just know the only good thing about it, if you don't like it, you know you don't have to pick it again. Versus a regular job, you might still have to do it again because that's your regular job. But yeah, any of them that I don't like, I just keep it moving or whatever. So, and yeah, back to Killer Khan's question too. I'm sorry. I know I'm kind of jumping around and then I'm trying to do stuff on my phone too. Um, yes, I just kind of like Googled focus groups. And even when it came to mystery shops, like that list of companies I have, I just Googled mystery shopping companies. And that was some of the ones I came up with. Y'all, I tend to do my homework when I am looking into stuff or I feel like I'm getting into stuff. So I'll keep looking and looking and looking until I find the right information for myself. But really, it was no more than a Google search that kind of led me to stuff. And I put focus groups, or you can put in research groups in your search. Also, they do medical studies and stuff like that. So even doing that, health studies, medical studies, if you search for stuff like that, you could possibly find some focus groups. And with the medical studies, I believe I shared before, you don't necessarily have to have anything wrong with you, because oftentimes in some of those studies, they're looking for people with issues, but they're also looking for people without any problems to kind of, be able to compare the two or whatever. So there's always a lot of medical studies going on, and y'all can see it just with like the vaccine and everything. There's studies going on for that. So there's always different studies going on. And especially if you live in a big metropolitan area, or if you live in an area that has like a well-known or well-renowned hospital or something like that, they probably have studies going on all the time. And those tend to pay a little bit more money than some of the basic focus groups and stuff going on too. So just keep that in mind. Just just kind of like use what you have to your advantage, and kind of niche down or find your way or find stuff that might work for you in that manner. That's pretty much, I mean, y'all, that's pretty much all I do. All right. I was trying to see if they had anything else. The rest of these are backup shoppers for the hotels, but they have them in, most of them are in Miami. I thought they had one for Orlando, but I don't see that. But anyway, let me make sure. And Catherine said, yes, I had to visit a furniture company, and yes, I loved it. That is good, Catherine. You might persuade me into doing some of the furniture stores, because I know they have a lot in my area. I kind of feel, well, you can tell me if what your experience was, Catherine, with the furniture stores. I know they're trying to sell me something, and I don't really like to go in for those kinds of things, because I feel like the salesperson is just going to keep going on and on and on and on and on. And I want to get in and get out and get my shop done. So I haven't done any furniture ones, just because I know they probably, I haven't even, like, I don't know. You can tell me if I'm right or wrong, but I'm probably going to have to let them answer some questions or see if they mention some stuff to me, and those kinds of things take 15-20 minutes, which in the grand scheme of things is not that long. But then you still got to do the report or whatever. So I haven't done it. Now that's just my perception of it. I don't know if that's what happened or not, Catherine, but I'm like, I'm not about to spend 20 minutes in the actual furniture store knowing I'm not going to probably buy any furniture, and then have to leave and do all that kind of stuff. And they might be calling me or whatever. So that is why. And then I kind of feel bad for some of the sales associates or whatever, because they think they're gonna make a sale or whatever. Because you got some of those, you have to kind of act interested or whatever, and you already know you're doing it for a mystery shop or whatever. So I haven't done any of those, but I see they do pay. Those do pay a decent amount. I've seen them for like $25. But Catherine, you can let us know how you did with it. Yvette says she also goes into the stores and put out the gift cards. How is that? I'm always, y'all, I am skeptical. I mean, I'm skeptical just because of the time component. Sometimes I'll see the times, because I see it says it doesn't take that long. But I have seen some that says like they pay by the hour for you to put the cards up or whatever. And some of them will say it's going to take 6 to 8 hours. And I'm like, I'm not trying to be in this store all day. But I do see some where it's like they say, you go in there for 20 minutes or something like that and do it. So I haven't I haven't really done some of those, because I'm like, is it really going to take me 20 minutes, or is it actually going to take me longer? Are they just saying that to get me to do this thing, and then it ends up taking longer? And I do understand, like, when you're doing it the first time, it is a little learning curve and it might take longer. So y'all, that's what I say. Some of the shops, I'll read the stuff and I'm like, I know me, and I don't know if it's going to actually take me that long. So y'all, when I say it takes me like 15 minutes or 10 minutes or 5 minutes to do the shop or whatever, literally that's what it takes, cuz I really and truly don't like to spend probably more than 10 minutes doing a shop. Even the food shops, unless it's a sit down place, I really don't want to take a long time doing those. There's only one that I would consider doing that I know is going to be really, really quick. Let's see. Sorry, y'all, I'm talking a lot. Let me see what y'all's questions are. Killer Khan said, I've applied to quite a lot of focus groups, but they don't respond back. Okay. Now, Killer Khan, when it comes to that, are you getting all the way to the end and they don't respond back? So if you are getting all the way to the end, that's a good thing, because that means you're eligible for it. The other thing is, when they respond back, you need to make sure your answers are the same as what you put in the survey or whatever, because they are looking for very precise criteria. So that's why with the focus groups, I only sign up if I know for sure, like I use this product in and out, or I do this thing in and out, or whatever. Like I know down pat, this is what I do, or whatever. Because also when they call back, and if you don't respond the same way that you did in the survey, especially, and sometimes you might forget because you're filling out so many different surveys, or you're like, I don't know, or whatever. If that happens, you can be disqualified. So even when they call you back, just make sure that you answer the questions or whatever. But I will say it just depends. If you know, because I say too, I'll know the ones that I don't qualify for, because it'll say this survey is going to take you 10 minutes to fill out or something like that, or it'll say this survey has 50 questions and I've only answered 10 questions, and it's like, thank you for your response, we'll be back in touch with you. If that happens, you didn't qualify for the survey. Or if it's like it says it's going to take 10 minutes and you know you only did 2 minutes worth of questions, you didn't qualify for the survey. But if you're actually getting to the end of the surveys and then you're getting the message where they're saying thank you for your time, we'll reach out to you, you are guaranteed, I won't say guaranteed, you are more likely to get a response back. So pay attention to that. Also, you can see on a lot of the surveys, it'll show like your progress or whatever. Like you got 10% done, 15% done. If all of a sudden you went from 10% and they're like, thank you so much for completing the survey, you did you didn't qualify for the survey or whatever. So that is just their kind way of saying that you weren't eligible. And in those instances, yeah, they're not gonna call you back or anything like that. So make sure that's not happening too when you're completing the surveys. That's why I say I'm really usually pretty strategic about the surveys I fill out. But even when I'm strategic, there are still some ones that they'll be like, thank you for completing this. And I know I didn't get all the way through. So that just tells me up off the bat that I wasn't eligible for the survey. Let's see. Catherine says they give you a script that you go in with. So you are in full control of the entire shop. You're going to see if you can buy, but you tell them, I got 40. Oh, that's good. Now, see, if I get 40, I might be willing to do it. The ones in my area, they're only offering 25. So, but yeah, if I can get 40, then I may do it. Catherine, if you also don't mind sharing, how long did it take you to do the shop and do the report? And congratulations to Danny K30. She said she signed up for her first shop on today. Let us know, Danny K, what kind of shop it was too. Let's see. Yvette says the store I did is only for about 10 minutes. Oh, that is good. That is really, really good. And then Killercon, you said yes. So you did make it all the way to the end before they said anything. And April says, even in food shops, I take my food to go. I don't want to be there. Girl, I hear you. I'm like, I just need to get my free food, go fill out this report and be done with y'all. Like, and I need my money expeditiously. So I feel you. There is only one that I would do. And even with that one, it has a couple of different ones. It has where you can eat in, but I only would do the drive-through one because I feel like that's the one that is the fastest for me to get done and get my money. And even then, it's not a whole lot of money. I usually will do it if I know I'm gonna be in the area and I want to get some free lunch. And let's see. Raina said, hey y'all, the bonnet is too good. Thank you. Yes, girl. I had my hair twisted up. I think I showed y'all on the live yesterday, but yeah, today has been a lazy Sunday, pretty much. So I have been relaxing a little bit and lounging around the house to get ready in preparation for the upcoming work week. And yeah, this has been the attire most of the day. Um, let's see. What question did you have, Raina? What are your favorite shops and with which company that you speak of in your last video, which was awesome about it? Oh, thank you. So, Raina, I never share the actual company, like the actual place that I'm going into because it's a violation of the independent contractor agreement. But the company, the mystery shopping company that I work with is Ipsos. Y'all know that is my favorite one. I put it in the chat. I'll put it in the chat again. Ipsos, and the shops that I'm doing are banking shops that I know that I am going to get the money for. And basically, so I'll go ahead and share how I know I should be able, I shared in the video. If y'all haven't seen it, for those of you who haven't seen it, I pretty much should get $200 this month. And literally it's only, I could get $200 by doing, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shops. So one of them, well, 2 of them are the one I was speaking about earlier, where all I have to do is go into the bank and make a deposit. For those, and those, like I said, literally, if there's no line, I'm gonna be in and out in less than 5 minutes. If it's a line, I might be in there for about 5 minutes or so. So literally, I can do 2 of those. In my area, they're paying $15. There's also one where I have to make a complaint, and I am going into the bank to make the complaint. That one pays $70. Also, I know with this particular company, they have account opening shops. So once I make the complaint to close my account, later on that month, I'm going to go back in and open up a new account, which is going to pay me another $70. Then later on, I should be able to qualify for another complaint shop that I can do on the phone, and that pays $30. So that is how I know that I'm pretty much going to get $200 this month or whatever, just from doing those shops. And one of them will be done in the comfort of my home or whatever. So that's what I mean by getting, in the video I was telling you, like getting regular or getting familiar with the shops that come out regularly. And that is really from one company, one main particular bank or whatever. And that's why I say, if I decide to do some more shops, or I decide to add in some other shops, then I will. But I don't necessarily have to. And these shops have me spoiled, because I don't really have to, it's really easy. The company is, and that's why I say Ipsos is a really good company to work for. I get my money in a week or whatever. So I know if I get my shops pretty much completed by, I think, Wednesday, I should have the money. I think they pay out on Friday, so I should have the money for the shops that I just did or whatever. And Danny K says she is going in this week and she is shopping a bank. I wish you all the best. It should. And I also, the other thing I want to mention, since Danny K said about the bank, I tend to stick with shops that I know. I don't like to do any shops that I'm not too familiar with. Like there are shops where you might have to, what is it? There's one that like electronic shops and stuff like that, or even some car dealership shops. I don't really like to do those, especially since I know car dealerships too, they're going to be trying to sell you stuff and you won't be there for a little while or whatever. But anything I'm not familiar with, I don't really like to do that much. And that's another reason why I don't focus on them. So I like to focus on the shops that I don't have to think about. Like the banking shops, I already know how to open up a bank account. I've been through that process before. So it's kind of, I don't say it's second nature to me, but it's familiar to me. So I only do stuff that is usually familiar to me, which makes my ability to do the shops even easier and stuff. Catherine also says, not less than 20, not more than 30. The report is detailed, but not bad. Maybe 30 minutes for the report. Okay, not bad. So I'm thinking, yeah. So about maybe 60 minutes or an hour or whatever. See, I don't know. Now I'm like, if it's an hour, I want to get paid more. Especially, that's what I say. Some of these shops have me spoiled, especially since I know I can do a shop like that phone shop or whatever, and they're going to pay me $30, and that one should not take more than 10 minutes, and the report shouldn't take me about 10 minutes. So it's like I get spoiled with some of the shops, and then I compare all the rest of them to what I've been doing. Let's see. And then Jay Rayna says 10. Oh, let's show some love. Yes, thank you. I thought you was telling me about the shops. Let's get them likes up, y'all. Thank you so much, Jay Rayna. I appreciate it. And she also says, I am signed up with them, just been leery about bank shops. Now, there are other companies that do bank shops. The other thing, like I said, I like to stick with what I'm familiar with. The company I do a bank shop with, the particular bank is who I already bank with. So it's like I'm already familiar with them. But there's another company that I am signed up with. I'm going to put it in the chat for you, Jay Rayna. There's actually a couple of other ones. I have done, one of them I have done a shop for. Pinnacle is another one that does a bank shop. And there's one, I think it's called AF. It's another one that does bank shops as well. And each of them have different banks that they work with. Now, neither one of those I didn't bank with. But even so, the banking process is pretty simple. But the one with AF, it seemed a little bit more detailed. They seemed a little bit more anal with the process. So that was another reason I haven't really dealt with them. The other one, Pinnacle, I have done, but I also did them when I first started getting into mystery shopping. And with them, they really don't want you to do I think you have to wait a whole year before you can do another shop for them, or for that particular location, I should say. So if you have a bunch of them in your area, yeah, you can do multiple ones, but usually you have to wait a whole year before you can do another one with them. But yeah, I try to make this process as easy as possible for me. I stick to what I know, I stick to what I'm familiar with, and that is what makes it simple for me. Hermisha says, I hope I'm saying your name right. She says, I love Ipsos. You and me and you both, we love Ipsos because they pay weekly. They are one of the few that pay weekly. And she says, I've been doing mystery shop since November. Congratulations to you. And you're welcome, J Raina. Yvette, Yvette says car dealerships too long. Yeah. It's like, have y'all ever been to a car dealership? Just like in general, like like if you were even when you go to actually buy a car, like you end up being there way too long. So I know I definitely don't want to do a mystery shop and I'm only getting, a few bucks out of the deal. Like, yeah. And even some of the phone shops or the inquiries and stuff like that they want you to do, I'm like, it's too much. I can't do it. I can't do it at all. And yes, and you are welcome, J Rena. Check them out. There's, like I said, but I stick to what I know. I don't really. I'll try stuff. I'll try stuff new, but at the same time, I'm staying within my comfort zone of the stuff that I try out new or whatever. And then, like I said, if I don't like it, I'll just move on. But let me see. Let me actually go into my favorite company and see what they have available so y'all can have an idea. Oh shoot, let me see. I'm trying to see how long have I been on. All right, and we're gonna wrap it up after that. Let's see what they have available because like I said, it's the beginning of the month and a lot of the shops are coming out. And I hope I answered everybody's question. I hope I didn't miss anybody's question. I tried to go through one by one. So let me log into my account real quick. The other thing though about Ipsos, I will say you do have to, pretty much all of their shops, they have you to take an assessment. Most of the assessments are pretty straightforward though. There are a few with some companies where I'm like, are y'all trying to trip me up? Like, do y'all really want me to do the shop right? Because I just need to know what I need to hit. But you trying to ask me these trick questions it's gonna make me forget everything like I'm supposed to do. So, but those companies I haven't really worked for. The companies within Ipsos that have some of those tricky questions, I might try them out one time, and then after that, I don't usually mess with them anymore. So, but let's see. And Ipsos, it does have two different platforms. And you will find different shops on each platform. There's a Sassy platform. I'll be honest, most of the shops I do are not on the Sassy platform. Um, every now and then I'll go and look at it, but most of them I do are from the other platform. So let me see what they have available. And this is also where, if you've seen some of my other videos where I said, like, I got my eyebrows done and where I got the facial, it all came from different companies on Ipsos as well. And that is why they're one of my favorites. Sorry, my phone is being slow. So yeah, so I already have 3 shops lined up, which will translate. Those are the ones I mentioned to you before. Those will translate into $100, and I should have them all done. I think I'm gonna do them. I can't do them until February starts, but I think I am going to do them the first day of February and get them out of the way. And then I'll be eligible to do some other shops or whatever. And like I said, two of them are those little where I just have to go in and make a deposit in the bank, and that is going to be so quick and so easy, and I'm going to be finished with it. It's not even going to take up much time. And the other one, y'all, it doesn't. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I know what's going. Okay, it's telling me I gotta do my certification, so that's why it wasn't letting me move on. But let me see what else is available. And y'all, I don't even live in a big area. Like there are other areas that have more shops. So the bigger your city is, the more shops that are going to be available to you. But if it's not a whole lot of effort for you to drive somewhere, you can do that as well. Let's see. Okay. And then also, hey, meet the gardeners. Does that stand for like meet the gardeners, y'all? I can be a little slow sometimes. Hold on. What is my funnest and most profitable shop? Okay, the funnest shop, because they are two different ones. The funnest shops so far have probably been the hotel shops, some of the hotel shops. Actually, yeah, some of the hotel shops have been, no, I did have fun when I went to the movies. I really did enjoy taking my kids to the movies, and that was really relaxing and laid back and everything like that. So I would have to say that was the funnest and easiest shop. The hotel shops, they can be fun, but they're not the easiest sometimes. So I say the most fun and the easiest shop was actually when I was able to take my kids to the movies, and we got to watch movies for free and made over $200. That alone made it so much fun for me. The most profitable shops, well, even the movies, that has probably in one setting, the movies probably were the most profitable actually. Now that I think about it, the hotel ones, I won't say they're profitable. You're spending a lot of money and you're getting it all back. So I know for some of the hotel ones, like I spent $600, $700. So I don't know if you're counting that as like profit. So I've gotten free stuff or whatever, or a free experience of that amount or even higher with those, but I don't necessarily count those as profitable. I count them kind of like as free trips or whatever, not that I actually made any money. So actually looking back, the movies was the most fun and it probably gave me the most profit in one setting. Now the movies though are not consistent. My consistent, easy, profitable is like the banking shops, and that's why I keep doing them over and over and over and over again. And then me, the gardeners also asked, do you recommend getting LLC to be an independent contractor like the mystery shopper and mobile notary? No, y'all, but keep in mind, y'all, the way I do stuff might not be the way you want to do stuff. An LLC, it depends on what you're getting the LLC for. If you're trying to get the LLC for tax purposes, there's really no difference between the LLC and you being a sole proprietor. So no, I wouldn't get it for that reason. And it's not the same as the notary either. But even for the notary, I wouldn't get a LLC for tax purposes for that either. Now, the thing with mystery shopping, a lot of people say that they want to get an LLC so that in case if they get sued or something like that, they can be protected. I don't see myself getting sued as a mystery shopper. Call me crazy. I don't see it or whatever. So I don't know what I would be protecting myself from or anything like that. So I don't see the benefits of getting the LLC. Also, when it comes to notary, yes, you can be sued, but that's what your errors and omissions insurance is for. So I don't see the benefit of getting the LLC for that reason. And if you're trying to get it for tax purposes, it's really no tax benefit because you're still taxed like a sole proprietor anyway. You can still do write-offs and stuff like that as a sole proprietor. So that is why I say I don't see myself getting a LLC. Now, if you're just doing it for your own record keeping purposes and you're wanting to try and get and keep things separate, then fine. You could do that, but that is also why like I have a separate, it's not even a business checking account, but I have a separate checking account that is for my mystery shopping and it's for my notary stuff. So I keep my finances separate and I can easily see that when it comes to tax time. So I can say, this is what I did for mystery shopping, this is what I did for notary or whatever. But other than that, other than for record keeping, that's an expensive way of record keeping, especially since you got to file stuff for LLC. And also, if you're trying to get it because you don't want to use your social, you can apply for a EIN through the IRS to use for mystery shopping or for notary. The only, and as a sole proprietor, the only thing with that though, and y'all, I'm gonna throw out my disclaimer, I'm not an accountant, I'm not a lawyer or anything like that. The only thing with that is that the IRS will only let you do that one time as a sole proprietor. After that, yes, you do need to make a LLC or some kind of company to get another EIN number. So other than your social to use. So that is why I don't do it. Not saying that's how you have to do it, but there's no tax benefit to me to do it. I don't anticipate seeing myself getting sued from it. And I, even with notary, if I get sued, that's what my errors and omissions insurance is for anyway. So that's just my take on it. Jay Rayna says that she loves iSecret Shop, GigSpot, and EPMS. Girl, okay, so I do like iSecret Shop. There are some shops. There's like a couple of shops I will do when they pop up on iSecret Shop. GigSpot, I've been looking at it. It's too much for me. That's I get a little bit overwhelmed, but I see they have some good stuff. And I've shared with y'all before. EPMS, I don't really trust them, but anyway, I haven't seen any actual ones for the apartment shops in my area that are worth my while after I got burned with the phone call to the apartments or whatever. So, but I'm a little jaded and I'm a little biased. So that's why I say y'all don't have to do it the way I do it because I'm doing it based off of my experiences and y'all could have very well had great experiences versus me. I may not have had a good experience. Let's see. And then, okay, me, the gardeners, he said it's the first initial of my family name, laugh out loud, and all our names. Oh, a word in the dictionary. Okay, I didn't know if you meant like meet the gardeners, but I get it now. Okay, and Jay Rena says EPMS is my cash cow to get my money up for my monthly. Girl, I'm gonna have to talk to you for real. See how you're working the EPMS because I don't know. I don't know. So let's see. And yes, Meet the Gardeners, you are more than welcome. And it was a great question. But y'all, I always have to throw out the disclaimer. I am not an accountant or a tax person or anything like that, or a lawyer. But yeah, I don't see what's the point of me investing in the LLC if it's not going to benefit me for taxes or anything like that. Did y'all have any other questions? Y'all, I'm looking to see. Man, all the good shops looks like they've gotten gone, at least for my area. If you travel a lot, I always see the airport shops. Those are constant, and it looks, and the fact that they are around so much tells me that they don't have a lot of people who are doing them. So if anyone is traveling, flying, you can easily, for work, business, that kind of thing, or even just for fun, they always have the airport ones up there as well. So keep that in mind. But let me see what else they have really quick. See, y'all, some of these, the banking ones. Ooh, y'all, I might be able to make a little bit more money because actually, the banking one I was telling you about that I know that I can get $70 on, they've increased it to 90. So that looks very good to me. Very good. So I might be able to make a little more. And these come out regularly. Trying to see what else they have. And anything else other than, like, once I get those or I look out for those, I know I'm good. I know I'm good. Another little secret too, because Jayrena, I don't know how much you get with EPMS. I don't know if you're doing the video apartment shops or not, because I know you do get paid more for those. I don't know what they're paying in your area. I know in my area, it looks like for those apartment ones, they pay about $30. If you do a video one, they pay about $50. So here is a little tip or secret. So I was telling y'all, I do a phone shop that pays $30, right? And literally it takes 10 minutes or less to do. And the report takes about 10 to 15 minutes to do. So essentially you're getting $30 within 30 minutes, if even at the max time or whatever. So, and you're doing it from the comfort of your home. If I really want to get some extra money, now I will say with these, you can only do them every 10 days. So that's another reason why I said I'm probably going to do one of these at the beginning of the month. So then I'll be eligible for it again. I can do it at least 3 times. That's easily $90 that I could get or whatever. So I'm going to do it at the very beginning of the month. And then once I'm eligible for it again at the end, in the middle of the month, I'm going to do it then. And then I can do it again at the end of the month. Now, sometimes you'll look in your area, because like you said, you put your zip code in and it'll pull it up for your area. If I don't see any for my area, guess what I do? I go to another area. And usually when I go to that other area, I'm going to see the shop that I want, the phone shop I want. And I'm just going to call from that area, because they don't know where you're calling from. This company is nationwide or whatever, and it doesn't matter where you're calling from. So if I know I need like an extra $30, or I want to get an extra $30, or I'm just trying to hit a goal or something with that, that's what I do. That's what I do. So just a little tip, if you don't see some stuff in your area and you know it's a phone shop, and that's why I say get familiar with the shops that come out regularly. So those phone shops, they come out regularly all the time or whatever. And if you don't see it in your area, just look at another area, and usually I can find it in another area. And Hermisha asks, do you use the Presto Shopper app? I have it on my phone, but to be honest with you, that one is overwhelming. Like I don't like I don't like looking at it on my phone. I prefer to go on into it on my computer. Call me old school. It'd be too many dots. It's too many shops going on for me to kind of focus. And even those shops I don't really do, and I know they bring in like everybody's shops or whatever. So I'll get distracted and I won't even do anything. And then Meet the Gardeners, you were asking, I was looking for your shop recommended video help. Can you give me a hint? Hold on. I'm not sure what you're asking. I was looking for your shop recommended video help. Can you give me a hint? What shop recommended video? Can you explain that to me? I'm not sure if I'm understanding your question. Meet the Gardeners. And Jayrena asks, you know about movie metrics? No, but I'm gonna have to look into it. Is that a mystery shopping company, or where you can watch movies? Okay. Oh, sorry. If I keep reading, I'll probably figure out. She says they do movie theater shops only. Oh, I'm gonna have to look into that, Jayrena. She says, I just do on-site or online phone virtual tours or on-site videos. Okay, in reference to the apartment shops. All right. Well, then maybe I'll do that. Online phone or virtual tours, no on-site videos. All right, I'll see if they have that in my area. And you say they pay in your area. So your pay must be higher than my pay, because they ain't really trying to pay anybody. And they know they can't really find anybody to do the shops either. So I figure I'll let them sit. Well, and let's see. Jayrena says 35 plus 15 or 35 plus $40 bonus. Yes. Now I have seen the video ones. They have been bonused as high as like a 50, like for the video ones, they're usually $50. And I've seen the bonus for them go as high as $50. But I don't do the video ones. Now I have seen some other apartment shops in my area. Well, I won't say in my area. They're not in my area. They're like over an hour away from me. and those are 30, and then they might bonus them to 20. But since they're an hour away from me, I don't, I'm not traveling there to do them or anything like that. But yeah, I'll have to see if they offer any virtual ones. They might stop sending me emails because they know because I'm not paying any attention. And you said there are no video. Let's see. And Meet the Gardeners, if you can just clarify um your question for me. I was looking for your shop recommended video help. Can you give me a hint? I'm not really sure what you're asking. I'm sorry. But yeah, but I hope everyone has a very productive week of mystery shopping. Like I said, I'll be doing all of my shops pretty much at the beginning of the month so I can be eligible later on. And yeah, knock it out. Also, too, so here's another little tip too, especially on Ipsos. Like you'll see, they have when the shop needs to be when you can start the shop and when the time frame of when the shop needs to be completed. That also keys you in to log into Ipsos either a day before or the day of when those shops are supposed to end, because that also signals to you, hey, they're about to post a new shop soon because these other ones are about to expire. So a new round of shops is about to come out. So it's like just look at the little clues that they are leaving for y'all, so y'all will know how to jump on and get some of those shops. Especially, like I said, that's pretty much what I do. There's only like 2 or 3 shops that I do consistently every month that will generate decent income for me, or decent extra income for me, because decent is relative. What I consider decent, you might consider pitiful or whatever. So it helps me to get the little extra income that I'm looking for and everything. So yeah, just look at the little clues that they're leaving and jump on it and hop on the stuff when you see it available. All right. And I haven't heard from Meet the Gardeners, but you can always reach out to me too in my email. I'm gonna put that in the chat real quick because we have gone. Hold on, I gotta think about my email. All right, make sure I spelled it right. We have gone over time, but I'm so glad to see everybody. I really and truly am. Oh, you are welcome. Yes, continued success. Y'all be sure to join the live not it's not a Q&A. The live on tomorrow night. This will be the last one at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, and that is where I'm sharing the business tips and tricks. Thank you to everyone who has joined the live so far, because I know they are late, and after working all day or something like that, it can be difficult and challenging to get on, because it's difficult and challenging for me to do them sometimes. So, but hop on there. I do have some more tips to share with you when it comes to business and everything. So, all right, let's see. Hold on. I'm sorry, April. Let me see your question. April asks, is 150 too much to ask for hotel travel expense? Not necessarily. It depends on where you're traveling to. So if I'm traveling to someplace, I will look up the flight tickets to there to see how much it's actually going to cost me, and I will ask for that in the travel expense. So I know when I was like the ones I'm still waiting to hear back from, I asked for, I think one set of plane tickets was going to cost me like close to $1,000 or whatever. So I asked for that because I'm not trying to pay for it. Like I wasn't planning on going to Bahamas or wherever on my own. Like I was just saying, oh, here's a mystery shop. So I'm not trying to come out of my pocket paying for plane tickets if I don't have to. So, and I always say this, don't be afraid to ask for anything. Don't be afraid to ask. The worst they can tell you is no, and then you're just back in the same position that you were in before. So just ask. Just ask and see what happens or whatever. So you never know. But yeah, 150 is not too much to ask if that is going to cover your expenses. Because the other thing you shouldn't do is you shouldn't lose money doing the mystery shopping at all. Like the mystery shopping is supposed to supplement your income, help you take trips for free, help you to get food for free, help cut down some of your costs. So make sure you're not losing any money by doing any of this stuff, because then that defeats the purpose. Like we not trying to do that. We trying to make some money in this. But yes. All right. So that is all. Y'all have a good night. I hope y'all have a wonderful week. And thank y'all so much. Y'all are so awesome. And thank you. Thank you to all the new people who have joined as well. And to all of the old school gold diggers as well. All right. Y'all have a good evening.